Alrighty, here we are again with some Metal Gear Solid Integral for the PC. Part 4. Dabby Wonder, as always, here to bring you a interesting and fun-filled time into the digital landscape that occasionally and horrifyingly mirrors the real world. Alright, so we took out Raven. He was a little craven. Ammo up. Hope we didn't leave any claymore mines that he didn't step on. That's actually a good... Yeah, let's throw that on just in case. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any. Yep. That's all that's left. Those birds ate him ridiculously fast. And there were not enough birds to realistically accomplish the task. But I still like the scene and what it was going for thematically. Alright, onward. Chaff grenade. Listen to the items, because if you take a look forward, you're gonna need that chaff grenade. Oh, that's an interesting little glitch. If you look in first person mode while you're looking down this hallway, and you take a look at the ground near where my level 7 card is showing on the bottom left hand corner of the screen, just a little bit to the right of that, you can see the ground doesn't look quite right there in just that little corner. Well, that's because there's a trap door there. Normally, you wouldn't be able to know there's a trap door there, but apparently when you look in first person mode, it glitches a little bit and you can see the edges of it. Neato. So yeah, this is a heavily trapped hallway. That's okay. We got through it. And now, well, I'll let the scene speak for itself.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should
Where'd
I
they get
do?
those?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you
Because
about.
we know that the
But I've
DARPA
only
chief
got one of the 3 keys.
wasn't really the
Besides
DARPA
that,
chief.
like Ocelot said, there's some trick to getting the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
So, I like the music a lot. In this area surrounding Metal Gear Rex, our enemy.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Alrighty then. Otacon the Ultra Hacker. Zoom. Run.
Snake, I did it.
He did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Terrible.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START-3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Yeah, we are. Don't fuck up, Otacon. Alright, then I believe there's some Yahoo down here. Got him. I think he's the only one. Take all the ammo we can get. Take all the ammo we can get.
Snake?
Did you find it?
No. I haven't found out about the override system yet. But I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
And then we say no to the camera and enjoy a scene.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No. There's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye.
Fox die.
It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox dye was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar.
Psycho.
And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president
I blew
are
that
both
up.
dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl. She's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So, how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
That's an interesting system.
Yeah,
And by
you better
interesting,
get
I
started.
mean
We don't have much
flawed.
time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got one of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
Okay.
This card key?
Yeah, the card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right.
Very important.
The left one's for the room temperature key.
You
See
cannot
the
skip
symbol?
the order.
Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that?
Damn!
Of course. Right when he's holding the key and looking at it.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake, this is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Is that so? Make him eat those words.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
That's right, I do. Who else wants some? Anybody? That's right. Fucking no one. I don't want none of this. Now we're gonna get that key. Which can be in a few different places. Sometimes even a rat can eat it. So if it's a rat, I think that takes care of that. Promise, ration. Oh yeah, that's water hurts. It's radioactive. Promise. I think, yeah, that also helps us out. Pull out your stinger, shoot that thingy. Because who wants to get hit by that junk? Bum, bum, bum. Bomb. Don't want a bomb.
Snake, did you find the key?
Not yet.
No, it's not here.
Don't be ridiculous. You saw it fall into the drainage ditch, didn't you?
I did.
The drainage ditch. Isn't there something odd about it?
No. There are a lot of big rats, though.
That's it, Snake. A rat must have eaten it.
Now who's being ridiculous?
No, I'm right. There's no other possibility. Rats eat all sorts of things. There's nothing unusual about that.
Rats do eat all sorts of things. but I think it's still unusual for them to have eaten a giant key card. Well, whatever. Now I guess we gotta go rat hunting. Nope, we set up a claymore and the rat hunted itself. Shazoom. Just run. Got the PAL key. Alright. Drat. Anyway, PAL key. It's ready to go for its first insertion. Then we gotta get it cold, and then we gotta get hot. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. And once we go back up here, I think that same guy who I shot with the PSG-1 the first time is going to still be there again the second time, along with the camera that we shot the first time, so be aware. They do not matter to me, though. Got him. Camera gonna still be there. Pretty lame. Climb up here. We still got 2 other cameras to deal with. Camera there. And then camera there. Which is probably a way to destroy without hurting yourself, but you know. Happens that way sometimes. I could do with these not being frozen anymore. That would be cool. So all you have to do is equip the PAL key and walk up to it. It'll automatically do the insertion for you. Very nice. Very nice.
PAL code number 1 confirmed.
Also, I always found this suspicious. Maybe you find this suspicious too. Like, where did Ocelot and Liquid go? They were just up here. They gonna let me get the key and deactivate it?
PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
Out the door, down the steps, and I think we have to deal with the guard. We sure do. There he is. In all his glory. Boom. He gone. Alright, now we need to freeze the card. Shouldn't be too hard. Just gotta go back to that cold place. Zoom. Zoom. Oops. Don't keep the PSG-1 equipped for that very reason. As we hop and hop and hop and hop and hop and look at us go. We hopping, we're smooth. We're hopping cause we're smooth. There are a lot of you. Take that. And Stinger missiles. There's some more over here. So I always grab them. Because, you know, Stinger missiles. You need them, man. I've always wondered if you could be able to get down there. What it'd be like to get down there. Looks like a cool down there place. But alas, you can't go down there. Alright, that should be far enough to freeze the key. And I don't remember if you have to have it equipped or not. Or to freeze. Or if it freezes faster if you have it equipped. Or slower if you have it equipped. I'm not really sure. But we'll just run around here a few times. And check on the key. Run around a few times more and check on the key. Look at him go, he's spinning, look at him go, he's spinning, look at him go, he's spinning, spinning snake. It's a spinning snake, it's a spinning snake, everybody's favorite snake, it's a spinning snake. He spins, spins for the winds, he spins for the winds. Can't you spin like that when you're on the ground? I know I can. Woohoo! Look at him go. Alright. And we cold. Our spinning did it. That's what I choose to think. It was our spinning that did it. Ooh, we almost got caught with our pants down. That would not have been ideal. Now I gotta climb back up, kill that guy, destroy the camera, destroy the camera, destroy the camera, put in the card, and come back down and go to the hot place so we can do all of those things again before we get to fight Metal Gear. Because you know we're gonna fight Metal Gear. You ain't gonna play a Metal Gear game and not fight Metal Gear. Like, it's gonna happen. Boom, 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 boom. Time for the PSG one shot, the PSG one shot, the PSG one shot. Got him. It's weird too that they just decided, hey, let's throw a guard up here. Well, at least it's weird to me that they decided to do that. What's up? Shazoom. Maybe I should just throw a chaff. Will they still be there when I come out of here and then I'll get alarmed? Oh, I didn't even think of that. I might be about to get alarmed. I might be about to get... There is a chance that after this cutscene I will activate an alarm.
Awaiting Falco number 3.
Which would be unfortunate.
Okay. There
And
goes
that might be
pal
why I
number
destroy
2.
the cameras every time.
Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Yeah, that sucked. No, we're just gonna, we'll roll with it. It sucks, but we'll roll with it. Because we're badass. Now we just wait. Got him. So we'll have a couple alerts at the end of our score, which I was trying to do a no alert initially, but that's already done and over with because of that time I did a continue instead of exiting and reloading because I had gone so far because I hadn't been saving as frequently as I should have been saving, not following my own rules. That's why you should always save. Save, 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 save. You can never save too much. Just save all the time. Zoom. You don't need body armor. We're gonna need our card and chaff grenades. Because of all of those shooty McShoot-shoots. least it has the decency to not auto-alarm you as soon as you walk in. Oops, that might not work because I threw it in the water. Nope, it worked. Woohoo! Yeah. Now we just need to get it hot and keep it hot long enough to get. Oh, hey, looky there. Bum, 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 bum. Well, what are you gonna do about that? Get rid of one of them. Two of them. And then be on our merry way. So we're not out to try and kill a whole bunch of people, we're just out to try and complete our mission in timely fashion and end this terrible nuclear threat looming over the world unnecessarily by madmen. I'd say old madmen stuck in the ways of how it used to be. Again, seems apt. The game seems apt. And I enjoy it quite a bit too, as well. As long my favorite video game series. Compelling storytelling, good gameplay. It's well directed, the music's good. I enjoy it all the way around the board.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel.
He's
looking
looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Really?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
Shit.
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out
Yeah,
anything.
torture's the
So
fastest way to
it's
get you
true,
to lie.
isn't it?
Naomi. I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
A lot of faith in that man who has proven to be a liar to you this whole mission, Snake. Given their history, though, I guess I understand it. First things first, need a stinger. 'Cause I ain't getting shot like that. I ain't getting shot like that. Yeah, mines everywhere, mines everywhere. Watch out for the mines everywhere, mines everywhere. Shazoom. Okay, we're clear. back up here. Once we get to the top, I think that's where the boiler room is. We'll stay in the boiler room for a while, get our card nice and red, and then we'll come back down and we'll go super quickly out and through. Bum 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 bum. Bada bum 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 bum. Bada bum 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 bum. Was that even a song? Was it a weird mashup of tunes that just came to me? I don't even know. Strike it down. Let's see. Got any ammo over here? Famous. Soka. Not the stinger we're gonna need. The Sokam, because it has the silencer. Famous. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You can play Metal Gear in first person on PC. An interesting experience. And by interesting, I mean kind of clunky. Well, at least it's clunky with the D-pad. Let me try out the joystick. It's a little better with the joystick, but still pretty clunky. Like it's hard to turn and move at the same time. But that could also just be my configuration settings with my controller or something that I have going on. But not my preferred way to play, definitely not. Although I still do think I should try a run, doing the whole run in first person. Because I've never done it that way, it's like a whole other game, really. Okay. I think it's hot enough in here. But just in case it's not, let's poke our little head out here. I have no way to kill those machines. If I shoot an explosive, I'll get an alert. Hopefully this is good enough right here. It's already yellow. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, you suck, camera. Both of y'all. Bum 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 bum. And you know they're wearing respirators in this room too, and I understood why they were wearing the respirator and the suits in the room with all the nuclear storage. But why this room? And also, why does this room even exist? Why is there like molten stuff here at a nuclear warhead storage facility? Is that a normal part of the process that I'm just unaware of? That could just be my ignorance as far as how the process goes. Maybe it's totally normal to have molten slag and metal and stuff in a nuclear warhead storage facility. Yeah. What do we got? PAL card. You read yet? You're red. Alright. Now you just gotta go quickly. Let's pop a quick save. Good idea. And hoof it. And hoof it. Gotta go quick. Gotta go quick. Ain't got a lot of time before my car changes color again. I actually don't know how much time. I never really looked that up. I played this game quite a bit. That's interesting. I didn't really give it much thought. I've definitely been frustrated at this point before when I've taken too much time to get back there and the card changed color. That's not fun. Then you gotta come all the way back, and it's not a short distance as you have all just witnessed. We're just gonna ignore the gun? I think we're just gonna ignore the gun. I don't want to waste the time killing it. We're just gonna take the hit. And come over here. I think that was faster than killing it. I think. I could be wrong. Again, not a speedrun. This would be a game I would consider speedrunning if I was going to speedrun a game, because I have played it quite a bit. Gotta spin, gotta spin, gotta spin to stay warm, gotta spin to stay warm, gotta spin to stay warm. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just doing it. Whoop.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Yeah.
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Is it?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I.
Man.
He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes.
Yep.
He brought
The
us
tie
to
that
this land of
binds.
freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. No. Naomi, something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Here it comes.
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Deceptions and betrayal at every turn. What's a snake to do? So run right on through this gold bar because we don't need to be sticking around here. Let's move it. Let's hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Yep. Alley-oop. Way faster. Yep. There we go. And hopefully we've made it. Hopefully we've made it. Let's go. Not even gonna look. I don't even want to stop and look. Or it'll not be red. Let's just hope that it's still red and it hasn't changed from red. Come on, red card. Okay, let's get this guy. Run, 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 run. Get a chaff ready. Throw a chaff. Oops, messed that up, didn't we? Let's see. Gas mask. Stinger. Bye bye. Bye bye. Call out again. No response. do it. You're just dead. You're just fucked. And now we have to use another continue. Boo. Why? Why so many cameras right there? Teach you that it's not okay. I don't know why I did that. That just made it take longer for me. Choked to death on poison, that sucks. Continue.
Snake! Snake!
Force that on me. Alright. Now we got it. Boom. Success.
Palco number 3.
Confirmed.
Palco.
Why did I continue instead of just reloading my game? Well, because I haven't been saving as frequently as I'm supposed to. I don't follow my own rules. I'm a big fat hypocrite.
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is complete.
Miller?
Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
And who enabled
What do you
them?
mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Dot.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox dye vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole? What the?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Alright, gas mask. Stinger. Stinger. Call Otacon.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
It's okay. We've got a gas mask, so we've got a minute. Full rations. Nearly full health.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Good. I'm just gonna wait. Okay. Here we go.
Liquid!
This is it. It's go time.
Did you like my sunglasses?
We're ready. We're
You
pumped.
point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you
Oh, yeah.
disguise yourself as master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah! to be spilled by this glorious new weapon.
Here we
Consider it an
go.
honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving.
How do I stop it?
It's a giant snake. Definitely want to save. Okay, then we're gonna need chaff grenade and body armor. And we're gonna hide in this corner. And wait for the scan to not be on us. Is that the most optimal way to do this? No, but it's a safer way to do this. Scan all you like, you'll find nothing. Nothing over here. Okay. I just gotta get around to an angle where we can shoot that radome. Which I think this will do it. Time to throw a cat. Run directly behind him. Do it again. Okay. Between the legs. Smooth. Stinger. Chaff. Between the legs. Stinger time. Chaff. Oop, he got me. Between the legs. Chaff. Between the legs. Not the backside. Shoot it again. Throw the chaff. Between the legs. Out to one side. What? Chaff grenade. Woo! Totally got me there. But now I'm back behind you. Nothing you can do about me behind you. Oh, this is an annoying angle. Uh-oh, busted. Okay. Got it. Whew, thought that was going to be a miss. Part 1. Done.
Did that do it?
Oh.
Try, Snake! Die!
Hurry! Get away!
Great Fox!
A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox!
You lost an arm.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
You destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the code name Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now!
Yes, I can.
I can finally die. After Zanzibar,
No good.
I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, soon, it will finally end. Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
He roars. Metal Gear Rex can roar.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Is that so? Take a stun grenade. Yeah, what now? You've been stunned. And you're about to get shot. Yeah, what now, fool? Do you? Where you are now? Gotcha. You see me. Nah, you don't. Ouch. Now you see nothing. Do you though? Do you see me? Or do you wish you see me? I think you wish you could see me. But you can't. One more, buddy. And I got your number. That's right. Ooh, totally missed, but it was okay. Boom. What now? Where's the Metal Gear now?
Crush you into dust.
What are you crushing? No. One-man army. Recruit. That's gotta hurt. Time to sit back and grab a snack. So we're in for some scenes.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake. Liquid. You're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now.
Oh no,
With all
things
the lies
changed.
and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles.
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets.
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But
Wow.
you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
No, but you don't tell me.
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Is that so? You wanna go,
Look
bro?
behind you.
No.
How do you have time to set all this
Is she
up, by the
alive?
way?
I'm not sure.
How long was
she
it
was
out?
alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, P-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What?
Whoa.
Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with
Wow.
anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's
I
been
don't like this
placed
guy.
under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
What a jerk.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike.
Yeah. Let's.
You stole
jerk.
everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
Twisted.
Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise
Okay.
moment of her death. if you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
Terrible.
If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
Yep.
Have at you, Snake.
Okay, save the game.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake? You're out of time!
Ah, he got me. There's a pattern. There's a rhythm you can get him into. You just beat the crap out of him. That's what I was trying to go for. Try that one more time.
Have at you, Snake. What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot! Hurry! Hurry!
Uh-oh. Not looking good. So close. It's hard to get him in that rhythm, but if you can get him in that rhythm, you see, I got him in it a little bit. Try again.
Have at you, Snake. What's wrong, Snake?
It's hard to get the timing.
Nice shot! Better hurry. It's going to blow! Better hurry. It's going to blow! What's wrong, Snake?
You beat me up, Liquid. I've been trying to mess around with you instead of just beat you up with legitimate tactics.
Have at you, Snake. What's wrong, Snake?
What's the keyboard button for it? For beating him up. Let's see. Space. Let's try space.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong,
Let me get it.
Snake? What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake?
I'm gonna punch you. Nah, I figured I can use spacebar. I think that's the way to do it. If you're trying to punch him over and over and get him caught in the loop, which I am trying to do. It's not necessary to beat him. You can just
Have at you,
punch
Snake.
around him and there's other ways.
Nice shot! Better hurry! It's going to blow! What's wrong, Snake? Better hurry! It's going to blow! What's wrong, Snake? Hurry!
Man, can't get that pattern. It's not easy for me. Just not easy for me.
Have at you, Snake. Nice shot! Snake! Better hurry! It's going to blow! What's wrong, Snake? Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Can't nail it. Alright, I think this time I'll just try and kill him regularly. Take him for a ride to the
How about you,
Thunderdome.
Snake? Nice shot! You're out of time!
You're out of time.
You're out of time! Hurry! You're out of time!
Boom. Regular strats.
Meryl. Meryl?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl.
Surprised you're alive too.
Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl. It must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
And she heard it.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
But you just
I
said
will.
that he's going to die because
Okay,
of
I gotta go.
the missile.
I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Yeah, she can totally jump down there with 2 broken legs.
Snake.
Meryl.
Time to go.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
What
Snake,
is that
it's
circle
freezing
around her?
outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. Hurry! Looking good, Snake.
Okay.
Hurry!
Let's go ahead and save. And pick up our only ration.
I'll drive.
Yes, you will.
Damn, a surveillance camera.
Right at the end.
Damn, no keys. All right, keys.
I would like to be hitting us.
I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Let's go.
Fire that machine gun. Snake, hold on.
Let's go. Alright.
Uh-oh, Snake. Check.
Here they come!
We'll never make it. Snake, clear.
Oh, yes, we
Okay,
will.
Snake, let's go.
Ooh, we got a lot less health than I would like for this.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come!
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
That's what I'm doing.
You did it, Snake.
Of course I did. A baller and a champion.
Not yet, Snake!
This guy.
Not over yet.
He just won't die. We'll shoot you. Right in the face. Come on, Liquid. A man who can be shot 1,000,000 times after being blown up and falling off of Metal Gear. Who are you? Why do you think you can kill me? Why do you think it's gonna be okay for you? We've had enough of your shit, Liquid. You can just go ahead and stop. Stop it. Stop it.
Look, Snake! Daylight! We're gonna crash!
Completed.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake!
Guess not. You can't keep this guy down.
Snake!
Got him. The madman falls.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested.
Ooh.
Early retirement.
Arrested?
Got
I
him.
was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case,
I'm right there with
the
you, bud.
danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
Mm-hmm. You
It's
sure
okay,
did,
Colonel.
Roy Campbell.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you.
What?
He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost.
That's a good man right
A
there.
ghost looking for a place to die.
That's a good lie.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
Maybe.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for
Little
hope.
baby caribou.
I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
And off they go. Into the sunset. Or sunrise. By sunrise. Into the sunrise. In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive power amounted to 1 million times that of the atom bomb. In January 1993, START II was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,000. However, as of 1998, there still exists 26,000 nuclear warheads in the world. Man. Nice flute. Good flute.